All right, everybody, welcome to Movie Talks and Chill. We're your hosts. I'm Tony Serrato.
I'm Gavin Butts.
Hey, Tango, what's a margin call?
Yeah.
I'm Patrick Wall.
Let's begin with the John Connor paradox.
I don't want to break Patrick this early.
Oh, I do.
Getting into margin calls.
Let's talk about the John Connor paradox.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. We all know Terminator. Some people haven't seen the first one, but they know that it's a movie.
And it does exist. And there is a scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger asks some dude for his jacket, pants, and sunglasses.
Well, that's basically every movie that he's in.
That's true.
Give me your pants, jacket, and sunglasses.
No.
Get out, yeah.
Well, I love in T2 where he goes into the gay bar and he comes out wearing like the pink star sunglasses. He's like, yes, I'm going to go fuck some shit up.
That's the later version.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the
In the original Terminator, he comes out with the...
Yeah, I said T2.
No.
Like T2, he goes into a regular bar and
he
comes out
goes
with
into
regular sunglasses.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, it would never pink.
It was... what was it? It was the third one where...
the one with the chick?
where he goes to get old or like 20s age John Connor.
Yeah, that was
it's
the third
T3.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he comes out with star
And
sunglasses.
I'm the one who doesn't know what's going on when I'm 60. This guy doesn't know what's going on now.
I'm only 40.
So John Connor existed to fight, he was born by Sarah Connor. They go through, he becomes a leader of the alliance that goes against the Terminators, and then he sends his right-hand man, Kyle Reese, back in time to protect Sarah.
To become his own father.
And he becomes his father. Now, how does that happen?
I'm my own grandpa.
Yeah, I was like, it's the first thing I thought
I was
of.
actually reading about this from this quantum physics perspective. There is multiple theories, most of which disprove that it could be possible, but there are one that I think it's called it's the predetermined paradox.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was on an episode of Stargate. That's how I know.
And yeah, I don't like that theory because it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I mean, that's
it just means that the future events are already dictated, so you can't stop yourself from sending Kyle Reese into the past. Like that event.
Yeah, but Kyle Reese didn't
fixed.
exist before John Connor was born.
Yes.
That was also like one of the biggest conflicts between the Catholics and the Protestants, because the
Protestants went back in time and fucked the Catholics.
Well, no, yes, exactly.
This is in no way titled about a religious episode.
So I also read this.
I like how you're just abandoning that little topic.
Well, no, this is coming full circle. 7 Shades.
I'm telling you that story. I can tell you this one.
Exactly. So I remember seeing this thing of could you imagine we invented time travel and that we are the cause of Hitler? Maybe Hitler hates Jews because they just kept going back in time to try and kill him.
Pointing a gun or something like that. Yeah.
Maybe we made Hitler because we invented time travel.
Yep. Well, in the Big Bang Theory, they disproved it completely that time travel is possible, or that they at least invented it. Because if you remember when they went in the episode when they first met, he's like, "All right, before we sign this, we both agree that in 10
if we ever discover time travel, we have to show up 15 minutes from now."
Or no, it was like 5 seconds from now. And then they're like,
they just stand there and look around. I'm like, oh, that's a disappointment.
Yeah. But so then there was another theory about that. They said, okay, that alternate timelines are created by alternate realities. So in the first original timeline, John Connor was just born. They didn't explain why. Somehow he was born by somebody, or by Sarah Connor, but conceived by somebody else.
Yeah.
And then he met Kyle Reese in the future. They were fighting the resistance. He sends him back, and that creates an alternate timeline.
Yeah, so that's I've heard of that theory. Every time you go back in time, it's like Loki. You just create a branching timeline that now is changed from your original timeline.
Or Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I like mine.
But changing the past doesn't change the future. So, at the end of the day...
Time travel.
If by that theory in Avengers Endgame, if the Hulk was really right, then no matter what they do, Skynet is destined to become what it is.
I saw a Skynet truck on my way here
Well,
a couple
that's a
weeks ago.
psychopath, because there are people that were working on AI years ago that named their company Skynet. I'm like, you know what? You're tampering. You're tempting the fates here, people. But
it's like in Ted 2 when they're like, hey, let's just call Beetlejuice. Hey, you stop it right there. You don't know what forces you're meddling with.
So we do actually have an episode coming up, but the reason why I brought this up, it was bothering me on Friday because I started thinking about, hey, Terminator. I went back and watched the the fifth or sixth one or whichever one it was, the newest one, the one that came out in 2019. Dark Fate.
Is that the one with Christian Bale?
No, that was the fourth one.
Oh.
No, this one's called Dark Fate, and this is the one that really annoyed me because this is when they went
Because
into
the fourth one you were fine with.
I was fine with all of them, really. I didn't really care. Except Genesis and this one annoyed me, but Genesis was like, okay, we're creating a different timeline, blah, 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 blah. But here's what really annoyed me about Dark Fate. At the very beginning of Dark Fate, they'd shut down Skynet. It's supposed to be taken like right after the events of part 2. So when Dark Fate comes out, you forget about 3, 4,
5,
and Genesis.
3 and 4, yeah.
So third, fourth, and fifth one, you're supposed to forget all about them.
Done.
And then Dark Fate now is taking place right after that. They've stopped Cyberdyne, blah, blah, blah. You know, they destroyed everything. Great. She's sitting there in Guatemala. John's over there as a young kid again. They did a bunch of CGI stuff because he looks kind of like the kid from the original second one. And all of a sudden, in the background, here comes Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he just shoots him like in 2 seconds. And I'm like, so that completely destroyed all the efforts. Like they made a whole movie where you're like, he's stopping him. There's no way he could stop him. But you have a couple drinks in Guatemala, and you let all your mindset go, and your son gets killed.
Oh.
So out of all that time that they spent protecting, she let her guard down, and bam, he's dead.
Oh.
And that was the reason that they sent him, was that emotional attachment.
Yeah, so he in that storyline is that it's a different woman that's going to give birth to a different child. That's
No,
gonna
she
become
doesn't
the
give
leader
birth. She becomes the leader.
or she becomes the leader.
Yeah.
So so the Sarah Connor one, she's just like, and now there's another super soldier that comes back. The woman, the girl from Catch and Release Fire.
She's fucking hot.
Yeah, it's the girl that was in that show Catch and Release Fire. She was also one of the ones in The Martian. She worked for NASA. She was the one that was. I can't remember what she actually did for NASA, but the blonde hair.
I think she was like one of the launch coordinators or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. But so she comes back and she's a different version of she's basically like as strong as a Terminator.
Oh.
But she can't
She has cybernetic enhancements.
Yeah. So
She's
they
a human,
basically
but
they basically made her Wolverine.
Yeah.
So she's got like this titanium mesh around her. Like she can be injured and killed, but like
It's
runs.
going to take a few bullets.
She has like this special set of drugs that she has to take to be able to run like at that heightened speed, and like she will power down. It's like a quick burst. Like her, she's like, she has to have those drugs because if you don't kill the Terminator within the first couple minutes of the fight, like her as a human body, you run through all like your payload goes down. Like you won't last long enough. You're not fighting this thing for an hour because the Terminator won't go down.
Yeah, she's got like this internal power source. So
yeah, she's got like a mini nuke in her too.
Yeah, she's just a genetically enhanced. She was a super soldier basically, and so she comes back. So she's now to protect the Hispanic woman that's going to be the leader of the resistance.
The
like
new Sarah
was.
Connor.
Yeah.
The Sarah Connor 2.0.
But now Sarah's there the whole time.
Yeah.
But she's like, actually, because she does mention that she's going to have a kid, though, in the movie. And she's like, oh, good. She's like, I don't have to be like mother something. And she's like, that's fine. I can take a break from that for a little bit. But yeah, and then, you have Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's the one who killed John, but then he goes off and starts living a life and meets a woman who has a small kid. So he basically develops his family. So he's learning, he understands after he killed John, he's starting to realize what humanity is. So he starts developing this.
So yeah, his primary directive goes away. So he has like
mission complete.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go grab a beer.
But he has no other connection to like Skynet, and I think it's a different version of Sky, like the original version.
Yeah, they changed the name. It's
it's
not called Skynet anymore. It was called, I can't remember what it was called, but anyway, it's a different name completely.
Sounds like a terrible movie.
But so like he was because they here's the freaky part. He gets sent back, but when he gets sent back, that future that he's coming from no longer exists. So like after he killed
after he killed John, it changed the timeline.
Exactly. Exactly. So when he killed John, that's gone.
Yeah.
So he's completely wiped, and he's just walking around.
But he does have this thing where he's still connected to a way because he's able to send Sarah through her phone these coordinates and stuff, and basically throughout the time she figures out it's times and dates of when other Terminators are going to be sent back.
Oh.
And that's what like her mission was for a while, and then it just kind of went away and everything. But anyway, so they send another liquid metal one back.
You want to put your phone in a bag of potato chips? You keep it in a bag of potato chips. That's how she's like basically like going off the grid because you can track cell phones. So she puts it in a bag of. We learned that in well, we don't know if it actually still works now, but learned that at Enemy of the State.
Yeah.
Well, also rice too.
Rice does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I know back in the... I don't know if that would work anymore because back then they would have like an aluminum, like tinfoil lining on the inside. I don't think they have that anymore in the potato chip bags.
Oh, well, why don't you destroy everything? Thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, way to go.
I hope a Terminator comes and kills you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put eye drops in your water.
Ooh.
Oh, no. I know what that does. No, thank you.
No, it doesn't because they. Have you not seen Zach and Dave need wedding dates? Exactly.
Re-say that sentence.
Zach and Dave need wedding dates.
No.
The movie.
Never
The
heard
movie.
of it.
So they do that. They try to do that to his cousins. Like, dude, they took the what is it, tetrahydroxazine? They took that element out in the 80s. They worked in Wedding Crashers. That was a movie.
In a movie.
Yeah.
They mentioned in a movie about a movie. About weddings.
Yeah, about weddings.
Need wedding dates? About wedding crashers.
How about a quick little spooky season theory for you? That Casper the Friendly Ghost is actually the ghost of Richie Rich. I heard that once before.
I don't know. What?
Yeah. That's a theory that's out there.
I don't know how I buy into that.
Who are you gonna call? Somebody else.
Yeah. But here's one for you. Since I've been watching the Friday the 13th.
Yes. I've watched part of number 6.
I know because you came over when it was on. I'm proud of you. But here's the thing. And here's a good point of part 6. So part 6,
He doesn't lay waste to the cabin full of children.
he doesn't. But the thing is,
But I'm convinced that was the inspiration for episode 3.
everything that Jason is from part 6 on, all the other movies, like he went on this, he was unkillable after that. Before he was killable, like if you really go back and watch, obviously the first one, it wasn't him, it was his mother. The second one, he didn't really, like they basically just hit him kind of in the head with stuff, or he like passed out and he gets away. He's never really like mutilated dead until the fourth one, the final chapter. That's when little Tommy starts slashing him with a machete, and he gets the machete all the way through his face, and like it rips his head open. Like you see it rip his head open. Then the fifth one,
Sounds
the
chill.
New Blood, that wasn't him. He was always buried still.
That was 7.
No, the fifth one, New Blood, or not New Blood, the New Beginning. New Beginning.
Yeah.
But in the
Yeah,
sixth
'cause-
one,
Yeah, that's when it actually had like a storyline all like follow back and forth.
Yeah.
Like so when he comes out of the ground is 5.
No. He comes out of the ground as 6.
Yeah. Then they put him back in the lake at the end of that one.
Yeah.
And then she
Yeah,
comes
I
in.
saw them drown him and then put a boat motor to face.
So New Blood, she comes back and subconsciously brings him back up
Yep.
using her powers.
Yep.
And then in 8,
He takes Manhattan. I've seen that.
Yeah,
And that's the toxic waste thing.
exactly.
And then it was, Jason Goes to Hell. He was that worm thing and whatever. But here's
Oh,
the
and
thing,
Jason
though.
X or Jason Space.
Yeah,
I've
Jason
seen
is
that
Space, and then Freddy vs. Jason later on. But if
one. That
you
one was
take
funny. It wasn't supposed to be, but I laughed.
7 on, so up until 4, he was just still basically a human being who just had a hard time killing him, but he was killable because he got killed in the fourth one. So the fifth one, like I said, he's never really brought up. It's somebody else impersonating him. In the beginning of the sixth one, it's that same kid Tommy who was played by Corey Feldman in the fourth one, the final chapter. He's the one who killed him, little Tommy. He's also a little bigger Tommy. He's basically the same guy in the fifth movie. He's having these mental breakdowns. So in the sixth movie, the beginning of it, he's still traumatized by this, and he has to go out and see that Jason's in his grave. So he digs him up with this friend of his, or this guy that he knows. Then he has to proceed to stab him with a lightning rod type thing or a piece of metal. And there's a storm out that night. Lightning strikes the metal rod, and that's what brings him back to life and creates him as a zombie. So if he was not obsessed about going and seeing that grave, Jason would have never come back to life.
God damn it, Corey Feldman.
We learned this in Kung Fu Panda. We usually meet our destiny down the road we choose to take to avoid it. Mm-hmm. If Shifu hadn't sent the duck to double the guard for Tai Lung, he would never have gotten the feather to break away and then cause the chain reaction.
Nice going.
Yeah. Goddamn duck. I'm having peking for dinner tonight. Just out of spite.
Friday the 13th, though. Can you believe that? If it wasn't for his stupid obsession, well, not stupid, he was traumatized, but if it wasn't for his traumatized obsession, I repeat this, to dig up his grave and stab him with metal, he would not have come back to life as a zombie. And that's why he was in the later movies basically unstoppable. He was basically just a zombie at that point.
But so, to my point, that's why I think Seven's my favorite, because she kicked his ass that entire. Now he kept getting up and coming, but she was the only one that could whip his ass, sets him on fire, chokes his ass out, throws him across the fucking room, and then finally her dad comes back and rechains him.
Yeah, that's what dads are for.
Yeah.
Rechain the psycho killer, Dad.
Yeah. Well,
I think I've done enough.
Well, she did technically, kill him when she was 8, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, we all do. We all killed Jason.
No,
Why
her
is it called
dad.
Friday the 13th? Trivia question.
Because it takes place on Friday the 13th in the first movie?
It's kind of close. Doesn't fully. Not the whole movie takes place on that.
But like the main...
It's his birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's when. So there's a scene where the mother tells the girl when she is revealed as the killer. It's like today's Jason's birthday. All creepy.
Throat slit. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Killer.
So one thing, I've never seen the original, but I did know the fact that Jason wasn't actually in it. It was the mom who was the killer in that movie.
Yep.
Jason.
Good for Jason.
Yeah.
Jason.
And the mask thing, it's weird because going back and watching these now, it's like such little things made.
Didn't in the second one he have like a burlap sack on his face?
Yeah, he wore it to hide his grotesque face.
It wasn't until like the third one where he just picked up the hockey mask.
Well, that's where in the third one, it's one of the goofy guys who likes to play pranks on people. He's carrying around a hockey mask, and Jason kills him and takes it, and he puts it on, and it's forever known as his look. Found out why that was. Then they were doing that. I think they said that one of the directors or producers on the movie was a huge Detroit Red Wings fan. That's the Red Wings goalie mask from back then, and he happened to have it, and so they used it as a lighting test. To test the lighting on him, and they liked the way it looked, so they're like, well, let's figure out a way to get him to start wearing this. And so they're like, well, they modified it, or made a modified version because he wanted to keep his original goalie mask. And then they made one, makeshifted one, and then the goofy-ass character, Shelly, who was the guy who always played pranks on people, he's carrying around with him one
Not
day.
to be confused with Sheldon.
Yeah, not that Shelly. And he gets his throat cut, and then, Jason just takes the mask. But for that point on, it's amazing to think like that one little point in the movie of a no-name character that was going to die. You would think it would be something bigger, like maybe his mom was a huge hockey fan or something,
Or like someone left it as a gift at the altar underneath the lake.
Give it some kind of bigger meaning. It really became...
Not
that's
some
what
dumbass was just carrying when he died.
That's his look, though.
Yeah.
And it's like you
classic
think
look.
that it would come from something bigger.
Yeah.
Like Michael Myers, that whole thing started out right from the beginning. He liked wearing the mask. He found one, he put it on.
I was good to you, Mikey. Why you gotta kill Danny Trejo?
Who kills Danny Trejo? No one kills fucking Danny
Oh, that was
Trejo.
in the remake one, the Rob Zombie one.
Yeah.
I will say, as far as I hate remakes and reboots, I didn't mind the Rob Zombie versions.
Is that the one where it starts off as like podcasters go to the mental institution to go interview him?
No,
That was a Halloween, the new continuation of the original
Jamie Lee Curtis
ones. Yeah.
That was it was basically the guy. It starts out as young Michael and like shows like his home life and
Terrence Stamp, I believe, or no, not Terrence Stamp. What's his name? Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah.
Played the Loomis character.
Yeah.
Yep.
Recently passed.
Yep.
R.I.P.
Not Terrence Stamp. It was Malcolm McDowell.
Terrence Stamp is still with us, I believe.
But yeah. So yeah, in that one, but I didn't mind that so much because at least with the Rob Zombie ones, Rob Zombie I think is a great director.
He's okay.
I like him. I think he's very creative. He just does horror, and you don't like horror.
Well, I've seen that he did a video game adaptation called House of a Thousand Corpses, not House of a Thousand Corpses. It starred
Yeah.
Lois Lane from the Smallville show.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. You know who I'm talking about.
I know
Erica
who you're talking
Lane, I
about.
think her name is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't that good.
House of Thousand Corpses. I really liked it.
You could see the springboards when they get thrown into the air half the time.
It was low budget.
Yeah.
Like
You
every
didn't
other horror movie, B movie was
Yeah.
not have cheesy effects.
You're just talking about watching Jason and say, "Oh, I can see that plastic chain."
Yeah. Because, once again, I don't think that whoever created the movie, Tony,
I think it was Sean S. Cunningham.
did,
I don't remember
Think
who
so.
it was.
didn't
You're
know
talking
what
about the original Friday the
or
13th?
the one.
No, the one we were watching, 6.
But we were talking about this when they made these movies in the '80s. They're like, this is high definition. We can't get any better than this. And now we're watching on like a 43-inch 4K television. It's like, yeah, that's clearly plastic, and that stone is fiberglass.
Well, Sean Cunningham did the original. Let's see here.
Yeah, just per the weight that could carry that boat, 2 grown men and a giant rock.
Yeah,
Like, the boat would have sunk as soon as Jason got on it.
the boat was the little John boat with an outboard
Yes,
motor that would have sunk the moment he put the rock in it.
Trying to see who did that one there.
I bring you these 15.
10
commandments.
Well, you're talking about the 7th one?
The one we were watching, 6.
6.
Part 6, okay. Let me get back to that real
What we
quick.
just said was watching 6.
Sorry. Well, 7 started coming on before we started playing this.
So while Tony's looking that up, there is a series coming out that
Oh,
we
yeah,
were kind
Camp
of
Crystal
discussing
Lake.
earlier, and I was discussing that I would like to have the original Friday the 13th remade, maybe in like a 2-part series of the first part of it. You see, because in the original, all you hear is I think Jason just goes off, gets in a boat or something, falls out of it,
And drowns.
And drowns. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you don't have any other backstory other than that.
No,
And
it's
they-
just the counselor's not
And
paying
then
attention.
you could see the mom just go, and then snap.
Yeah. And so that's kind of what I thought would be cool is if they did that as like a lead up of, the day or that season, because I think it was 3 or 4 years till they opened it up again. Like closed it down after the death, and then they
No, it was years later.
Okay, well, yeah, but that was like the original movie was them reopening the
Yes,
camp.
yeah, they were reopening it. Yep.
By the way,
That's why-
spoilers
that's
for
why-
the show coming out next year.
That's why
The
she
mom did
freaked
it.
out. Yeah, the mom did it.
Sorry to spoil a movie from the 70s.
But I think that would be cool. Would be like to kind of go deeper into her dynamic and like see her. Maybe she does she wait till then to snap and then go out, or does she maybe kill before in between there?
Well, that's why it'd be similar to how they did Bates Motel, the TV series.
Okay, yeah.
And they explored. I mean, it was a lot him younger, but it was a lot of story about his mother. And I mean, it really gave a lot of backstory on that one. So, and a great show too. I was sad when it went off the air.
The final shot of Camp Crystal Lake should be Jason's hand coming up onto the dock.
Yeah.
Spoilers, he comes back.
Well, now you've ruined the 7 seasons that
Yeah, the 7th.
they. What's gonna be the
Jason
end?
doesn't come out until around season 9.
Well, the same thing that I would like to see, even though I hated the franchise scared the life out of me, the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. I would have loved to have seen a prequel series about Freddy normal. Not normal. I mean,
Don't they do
before he
that in the
got
first
killed.
movie where they burn him alive in the basement of his house?
They just tell you that they did.
I thought
Right.
they showed
They
you.
do flashbacks.
No,
and
that was in the reboot one. That was horrible.
And the flashbacks were more of him trying to get her back there. Like he only showed her what he wanted her to see. It wasn't the actual so basically he put the idea in her head that they killed an innocent man until finally at the end she realized he was just leading her there to finish the job.
Ah.
Yeah, and that was the reboot one
Yeah.
anyway, and that was just garbage to begin with. But
The one with Rorschach playing as Freddy?
Yeah.
James Earl or Hurley, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
But
You were going to say James Earl Jones, weren't you?
no, I just said Hurley. I had in there. I just couldn't figure out where to place it. But yeah, I would like to see a prequel of that. And they actually, what the closest they ever came to was back in, I want to say the late 80s, early 90s. They actually had a TV series called Freddy's Nightmares,
Oh.
and it was just hosted by Freddy. Like there was only 2 or 3 episodes, maybe 1 or 2 more than that he actually kind of showed up in. But the first episode ever was him on trial, and then following up and getting away with it.
Was it Robert
and stuff.
Englund in the show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it was him doing. So basically, he was like the crypt keeper. After that, he basically just intro the show, and then they would put a couple. But it was an anthology type series, much like Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
But occasionally they would have a couple episodes where he would show up in the episode, or it would be about him. But the first episode, Robert Englund has said this in interviews where he's like, he wanted that to be like they wanted to do a prequel movie. He's like, that's what I would have liked it to be, like show a lot of the backstory, and then get to the trial, and then get to them actually killing them and stuff.
And then get to the Nightmare Murders.
Yeah.
Now, if you're too scared to watch Nightmare on Elm Street like I am, there's a great Simpsons Treehouse of Horror where they parried it, and it's Groundskeeper Willie is Freddy.
I bet you watch the Family Guy version of Poltergeist too, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Pick on someone your own size.
No, they even did the Simpsons actually did that as well, where they find the door behind the bookcase, and Maggie's like, "They're here!" Like, stop that! You can go play your saxophone.
That is definitely my favorite scene of the Poltergeist version of Family Guys, because the tree's grabbing Chris and he's got him outside, and Herbert comes up in his walker. Put his fat ass down.
Oh yeah, then it turns into Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
where
and then
he's
he goes,
like slamming the walker and like going into
not pass. And then he falls in and he starts fighting the tree with
he's
the
falling
walker.
into the mines
Yeah.
of Moria. The tree is the Balrog now.
So if you want a little more fun, family-friendly version of these nightmarish movies,
Then there's a scene in there, like all the junk's going around, and Brian's like, Peter, you should really put that skull back. He's like, it's probably not a good idea that I'm wearing it as a jock strap right now. No.
Fun. I think I've said this on the podcast before, but a fun fact about Poltergeist. I've seen it once, never watching it again.
come on now.
But the scene with the girl in the hole in the ground out back when all the skeletons start, those are real skeletons.
Yeah.
They didn't tell her that until they started shooting.
Yeah, they wanted real reactions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, ready, set. Those are real. Action. What the? Ah!
Well, I don't think you guys. I know you didn't live here at the time. What year did you move down here again?
99.
And okay, so yeah, it was before you too. So I think it was back in the '80s in this area in Pinellas County. There used to be, or there still is. There's a graveyard up on Park Boulevard. Like if you go towards the beaches. So you pass like Seminole. You guys aren't going to know this unless you live here, but I'm going to give directions here.
You find the McDonald's, hang a left.
Yeah, it was elevated, so there was a big hill there, and the graveyard
This is
was up
Florida,
there.
so Big Hill is misleading. You're picturing a mound.
No,
It's
it was
not
a
that.
mound. It was a mound. If you don't know, it was a mound. I know it was a mound. Let me tell the story.
Tell the
Because it's
story.
going to be even better. So we had a lot of rain and a lot of storms one year, more than normal. And I want to say it was like the mid 80s. And what happened was it eroded the ground so bad that the coffins started coming out of the side of the mound and were like going into the roads and everything. So they had to do this whole big cleanup because all of a sudden these coffins with these bodies and the coffins were flipping open and these skeletons were coming out. It was like real life poltergeist. It happened here in Pinellas County. That's a true story.
I really hope
I
someone
luckily-
had the smart sense to grab a shotgun and just double tapping it.
Yeah, right.
Could you imagine you're driving and like one of the coffins hits your car and a skeleton pops up on your hood?
I'm going State Farm because my car was accidentally set on fire.
So just when you mentioned skeletons,
Don't
that was
worry,
real.
you're in good hands. No, I'm not. No, I'm not in good hands.
I need an adult. You are an adult. I need a better adult.
I need an adultier adult.
So yeah, I can't. Those were good times. Those
Yeah.
were good old days.
Yeah.
The good old days where corpses were just flooding Park Boulevard.
Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria.
So
Is
that's
this true?
fun.
Yes, this man has no dick. So Tony, you said we had a real topic to talk about.
We're talking about it, man.
We're in it.
We're in the moment, dude.
All right.
You were involved in a happening.
It's just not the happening because that movie was garbage.
The plants kill you.
Yeah.
So I told Patrick about a movie that I recently saw that I think he should watch since he wanted to do the horror movie challenge that we haven't accepted. Well, he's accepted. I'll let you know by the end of the day.
We have a week.
There is a movie called Vicious out there. It's on Paramount Plus if you have a subscription. You can get it on Amazon Prime, but you have to do the ad and stuff. There's other places to find it if you have a subscription.
If you live outside of the U.S., odds are it's on Netflix.
Yes, probably. And it is I really actually kind of enjoyed it. I had nothing to do at 11 o'clock at night last night.
So I'm gonna watch this.
Turned it on.
Horror movie.
Yeah, and it was great. And I think
may actually watch it just because when I pulled up the IMDb page, the first name I saw was Dakota Fanning, who that name hasn't been in my vocabulary for a very long time.
Well, now you can get it back in your vocabulary. But it's got some good jump scare moments.
Yeah.
It is a very dark thing. So my challenge to you though is this, and you cannot lie about it. Mm-hmm. If I decide to do this challenge thing, it's
not a challenge. It's just agreement
that Gavin's already agreed to. If I decide to do this, you have to watch that movie completely alone with the lights out.
I live by myself, so that's
with the lights out. You can't have friends over. Oh, no friends.
No. Why would I subject them to my cowering and
You can't call either one of them.
You can't call either one of them.
Yeah, you can't call you two.
Yeah. No friends over. You have to watch it in the dark.
I will have the kitchen light on.
You can have a kitchen light on, but I'm saying the majority has to be at nighttime. You can't watch it during the day. Well, if I have to sit through a stupid Hallmark Christmas movie, you have to sit in the dark watching a horror movie.
Challenge accepted.
And you can't lie about it.
And tune in 2 weeks when we've broke Patrick.
Yeah. When Patrick's not here next week.
He's just here
when you two are doing
in the fetal position.
When you two are recording from the mental hospital, and I'm behind a cage.
Patrick, do you have us there? Huh? What? Huh?
Where's Dakota Fanning?
Yeah.
She's around here somewhere.
Dark. Lights are off. Lights are off. Lights are off.
66 times in the head.
66 times. Damn.
Patrick, we watched the Hallmark. Ooh, really? Which ones do you guys watch? During the nighttime.
Yeah. Me and Tony come back and we're just throwing confetti, not even talking. I believe in love.
So I think it's not the scariest movie ever.
The movie talks and chills spooktacular. It's funny. It's funny what we find scary compared to what you find scary.
Yeah.
What do you find scary, Patrick? Death and dismemberment. What about you, Tony and Gavin?
Heartfelt love. Love.
Hope.
Cheaply made love and hope movies.
Movies about relationships that work?
Yeah.
What?
That somehow work out in the end, even though one of them was an absolute douche.
Well, in most horror movies, it ends it's always like the sunny shine day, like at the end of Nightmare 2. Yeah. And he's on the bus, and it's all bright and sunny, and the girl's like sitting behind him, and she's talking. All of a sudden, the glove comes out of her chest. So it's all sunshiny and happiness until there's a terror moment.
Yeah. Well, even in the end of the terrible one, the very end, it's her mom's picture.
Oh yeah.
And then that fades away, and then all of a sudden the clock just goes right through her face.
Oh no, he was in the mirror.
Oh, that's right, the mirror.
She was looking in the mirror, and he just pops out at her, which was still, I will give it this much. As much as I did not like the reason that they didn't need to remake it, because even though I'm afraid of the franchise, Robert Englund is phenomenal as an evil person, as an actor. But in the first one, if you go back and watch that ending, where she beats Freddy, she opens the door and it's sunlight out, and her boyfriend, everybody's alive, and he comes pick her up in the convertible, and the mom's sitting there and she's alive again, and then they go off, and the car all of a sudden starts taking over, and then Christine, and then the convertible top comes up and it's his red and green stripes, and it starts driving off, and you hear the girls singing, the mother's looking, waving, and then there's a hand that breaks through the little hole window in the door and grabs her, and when the hand you see, but then when it pulls her in, it's clearly, there's no mistaking that it's a little Barbie doll that gets pulled in. and sucked in. I'll show you the ending of that scene. Just the ending, nothing else scary. But when you watch the ending of it, and they said, like, Wes Craven hated it, but they just were out of time and out of money. And they're like, all right, let's just go with it.
My daughter's got a Barbie. I'll make it work.
Yeah,
We're
it's
gonna shoot
like-
it from 3 blocks away. It'll look real.
Like, it's like cuts to, like, her standing there normally, and you see the hand come out and grab her throat, and then it cuts to them driving away, and then it cuts back to him, and it's literally like a plastic doll. And you can tell it's a tiny little house.
It reminds me of that real garbage movie, Mac and Me, when he's in the wheelchair and he's being shoved down the hill, and then it clearly turns into just like a life-size doll that just goes off the cliff into the water. Like you can see like the legs and arms just start flailing. It's like a mannequin that they put like doll arms on. You could see that even in the 80s resolution.
Well, that's Mac and Me. What are you gonna do? And that was not a good movie.
It was not.
No.
I liked it as a child, but
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
moment I hit double digits, I was like, wow, this is crap.
Yeah.
Was that last week?
Yeah.
Double geriatric digits.
Yeah.
Real adult digits.
I just meant mentally.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Oh,
true.
God, mentally, I'm still in single digits.
I read at a sophomore level.
Wait, 6th grade is sophomore, right? No, it's freshman. Fuck. I don't know what grade I read at.
9 is freshman. 10 is sophomore.
Yeah, but
11
middle
is
school
junior.
has freshmen and seniors.
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't.
Yeah, they did. in
It's
my
called grade school.
school. No, that would be when. You know what? This is a movie podcast.
No, they don't.
Patrick spent 8 of his best years in the 8th grade.
Time of my life.
If you're
Everybody
middle
loved me.
school-
I was buying them beers.
See, in high school here, in normal land, they would say, what year are you? And you're like, are you freshman, sophomore? It wasn't grade numbers, so even though you had grade numbers. But when you're in middle school here, you're just like, what grade are you? 6, 7, or 8?
We said
I'm this
freshman,
many.
junior, senior.
Yeah, I'm this many. Wait, carry the 2 shit.
I'll be this many next year.
Yeah.
It's time to put my long division to the test.
May God have mercy on our souls.
Everybody here is now dumber for everything you just said.
Yes.
Business ethics.
So, yeah.
Terrible
I
scenes.
don't, even though I love Halloween, the series, we all know it's my favorite one. out
It's
of
also
all
your
the horror
favorite
movies.
holiday.
Yes, second favorite.
Christmas is
number
number
one. But I really wouldn't see a need to make a prequel series about that. Because really, he just snapped the one night. Like, it just was like, he just snapped.
And that was what I liked about the Rob Zombie one that he did was like he
gave it a little
that-
bit more.
Yeah, he gave it like I think it's maybe 20 30
But that's
minutes.
all you need to
Yeah,
explain. You
yeah,
wouldn't
exactly.
need like a 7 series
Exactly.
or 7 season series to do that, to explain the growth and
You wouldn't even need a
development.
whole movie for it.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, so unfortunately, it just, as much as I love Michael, I couldn't see the justification.
But that
to
also
say.
kind of
Doesn't mean they're not going to try at one point.
It would just be so boring to me.
that
I'd be like,
also like showed like why he chased Jamie Lee Curtis's character so much was like she was his sister.
not
That-
really.
well, I mean, in that movie, it like explained like his sister was the only thing that he cared about because he had an older sister who he killed that night.
Yeah.
And his mom and his stepdad.
But the whole thing about him being his sister, that was actually only brought up in the second movie. They just kind of threw it in there. And if you notice in the continuations, the new continuations, the Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, it's never connected that he's a family member of theirs. They kind of just forgot about all that. So really, Halloween, the newest ones, I think came out in 2018 or 2019.
The one where they rebooted and they basically said anything outside the first movie doesn't exist.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, they didn't reboot it; they just continued it
Yeah.
and ignored
And just-
everything else.
okay.
So,
Well, 'cause
really,
they
that
got
Halloween,
weird.
that Halloween is a continuation of Halloween, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It's you forget the second one because in the second one they just randomly, no reason whatsoever, they just try to give a reason why he was chasing after her, and someone said it's his sister, and then that's when like 4 and 5.
I'm your sister.
Yeah.
I'm your.
That's why, like in 4 and 5, with the niece that was supposedly Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter, and that's why he was going after her. But it's like that's why he completely. But she's gone for some reason. Hey, let me have a kid and drop him off here. And then she's a headmaster at a school, with a new son. So forget that you gave up your daughter, and now you got this other son that you apparently love. Well, now Michael's back after you again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am actually very happy that they got rid of all that.
Well, plus it got really weird with like the runes and the prophecy and all that kind of crap.
The Thorn,
Yeah.
the theory of Thorn.
And Paul Rudd's debut on film.
Yep, film debut, The Curse of Michael Myers. Wow.
Was Friday the 13th, was that Kevin Bacon's film debut?
Good question. That one I don't know. It might have been, but I honestly don't know if that was because
Came out in the 70s, right?
No.
Yeah, it was,
Friday the 13th.
it's 80, like one. Oh, 84?
Was it 80? It was in the 80s.
Yeah, it's
no,
early
it might have
80s.
been 81. I don't know, actually. I don't really know when the first one came out.
I'll check it.
But I'm just trying to think if like Kevin Bacon had done Footloose.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. When did Footloose come out?
That had to come out after.
Yeah, because I think, Footloose was what, 84, 85, 86? I don't know, actually. I'm
84.
which one?
Footloose.
Footloose came out?
1980.
Okay,
Oh,
so
So it might
What was-
actually have been his debut film.
yeah. Well, we could ask. We got Fantastic Rectangles. What
Yeah.
was Kevin Bacon's film debut? And the answer is
That's today's Daily Double.
God, he's been in so much stuff.
Why don't you just
type in
the-
Google?
that's what
Kevin Bacon's first movie.
Gavin's on it. Oh, no, he's not.
Oh.
All right, hold on.
No, I wasn't because I thought someone else was typing.
See, I thought what you were doing was,
And this is why we need a producer.
Yeah. Yeah, we need somebody on the side to like run everything and to
Yeah.
like look up the information on a laptop for us.
We'll go live to the phone. Oh, we're not
Nope,
live.
we have no
Shoot.
phones.
Yeah, we have no phones.
His first role was in National Lampoon's Animal House in 1978.
That's
Oh,
right. Yes,
touche,
that's right.
yeah.
He did do that. Yep.
His role was Chip Diller.
Yeah, he was one of the ROTC guys.
Yep.
They did the prank with the horse on him.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yeah.
I shot up. Those are supposed to be blanks. They were blanks.
Holy shit! That's all he keeps saying. Holy shit!
Joseph Blutowski. No GPA recorded.
Hi.
Fat, drunk, and stupid's no way to go through life, son.
I beg to differ.
Wow.
Well, now I'm thinking
That's
about
not a good statement to make.
now I'm thinking about Tommy Boy, about how he spent 7 years in college.
It's
smoking.
Herbie Hancock.
They're called doctors.
Yeah.
D plus? I passed.
Dad, is that for me? No, son, that's for me.
Now, what I'm trying to think of what other popular horror series there would be.
It coming out.
Yeah. So
or
that
Welcome
one I
to
did.
Derry.
Welcome
to
to
Derry.
Derry, which I'm excited about because, again, we talked a little bit about the It series and Stephen King and them last
And
time.
I've seen the original miniseries that was
Yep.
on television. I haven't seen the new
I was
movies.
almost debating whether to make him watch that. The
It?
new It.
I don't know.
Only because for the jump scare portion of
Yeah.
it, it's got way better stuff than the original one.
That's true. That's true.
But-
I mean, Tim Curry was freaking,
But he would have to
good
sit through
being
like
evil.
6 hours because it's 2 movies, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Hey,
and
it's
it
up to you
too.
guys. I'm willing to do
I
my.
don't
Well,
know
hey,
if
wait.
we get-
If we're watching too, he's got to watch too.
Wait,
The
you're
plot
watching one
thickens.
movie each.
Exactly.
I'm watching one movie.
We're putting in double time.
Yeah. I've got to have
This
to-
deal's getting away from me quickly.
It only works if I come over to Tony's and we watch the same movie.
Yeah. Good idea.
Is there any lawyers that are fans of ours? I need a contract drawn up.
Someone calls up. I'm a lawyer, not a fan though, but
Yeah.
I am a lawyer.
And I will be charging you.
Long time lawyer, first time listener.
Logan and Logan for the podcasters.
Not sponsored. Let's go ahead and throw that one out there.
I don't think there's any law firm called Logan and
I
Logan.
thought there was.
No, it's Morgan and Morgan.
Oh, that's
and
right.
they're for the
Wow.
people. That's how I was getting away the copyright.
Not anymore because
Infringing.
you said
And
that.
Here it is.
I said it to explain it. I would not say it to advertise it. And this is a horror movie right now. I swear,
That's
this is my nightmare.
This is my nightmare.
We're gonna wake up sweating. No, but seriously, trying to think of what other horror series. I think actually, you know, it might be interesting to see the prequel to Poltergeist.
Okay,
Like get back to the Indian time frame.
Yeah.
It would be nice to be like go back way back, and since it was an Indian burial ground
Yeah.
and an actual grave site, to actually kind of see a little bit of what that looked like. I may or may not be fully interested in it, but
You'd watch it.
you really, I don't know if really you could do like the Chainsaw Massacres, because it kind of explained itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, there's really
He
no
just cut
explanation.
off skin and wore it.
Well, I mean, it was a inbred family. I mean, it's really that just happens
Basically,
over
the hills
time.
have eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of mutants. This makes the hills have eyes look like the hills have eyes too.
There's also Sam Raimi's Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah, but was that a series though?
No, it was a movie.
No, I'm saying, but it wasn't like a full series.
No, it was a one-off.
Just like you really couldn't. Well, actually, you might be able to do a prequel to The Evil Dead. Explain that.
Yeah.
Like how the
creation of
Necronomicon.
Yeah.
I will say,
Yeah.
I've seen the original Evil Dead and I've seen the third one. Never saw the second one, and I did see the remake they did in 2015, somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But the second one fully explains why he gets the chainsaw in the hand.
Yeah.
Well, I know that scene, but that's it.
But
I've
they
never-
explain it though. You get to watch it happen in real time. Even though the third one recaps it, Army of Darkness recaps the incident, but
Yeah.
you really get to see it.
You're good, Ash, and I'm bad, Ash.
You're good little tissues.
I did like the remake a little bit just because I thought the cinematography at the end was a little. Well, obviously, Sam Raimi was working on a shoestring budget for the first one back in the day, but I really liked the way that the chainsaw at the end of that. Did they did 2 movies of the remake?
No.
Yeah. No, they
Well,
did.
they
They did
did?
Evil Dead and Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah, I
I
never
think
saw
they did
Rise.
say-
Yeah, I don't think I saw that one.
But I love the ending of the first remake where she's got the chainsaw, she's missing a hand, and she just like puts it in the demon's mouth and just shoves her hand to push it through the back of her head. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they also,
The effects were obviously definitely better.
yeah,
Than the original.
and they also
but I
had
mean-
like a much bigger budget,
Yeah.
clearly.
But
That whole tree scene in the remake that broke me.
this is almost as bad as the tree scene in the original.
Yeah.
It's worse in the remake.
It's
Well,
still
they had-
bad.
Yeah, they had better effects.
Yeah,
It's just the concept
Yeah.
was horrifying.
and you know what? That's all we're gonna tell you. If you want to know more, go watch the movies.
Yeah, I'm not going to promote that scene.
Yeah.
I love you, Sam Raimi.
Yeah,
All you do,
you're
but
a great director, writer, but wow.
that movie messed me up. It's kind of like Wes Craven when he did the Last House on the Left, the original one. Not the reboot.
I've heard of it.
The
I've
original
never
one.
seen it.
Yeah.
And have you seen the remake of it?
No.
Okay.
I didn't even know they remade it.
Or I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah. But the
That's-
scene in the original Last House on the Left where they get the 2 girls, the daughter and the friend, and what they do to them, it is some of the most graphic, in your face, like you see it, you think it's actually happening.
That's terrifying.
They brutally assault these 2 girls sexually.
Oh.
And it is,
Sounds like a chill movie.
Yeah.
I mean, but it doesn't look like there's, like some kind of Skinamax where they're off and it, there's no way that can really be
It's
happening.
not like they're inferring it. Like you hear a woman scream and you saw some guy like
no, you
unbuckle his
see
belt or
what's
something.
going on. I mean,
Oh.
to a degree, it's like not
Yeah.
not full on, but you see enough to be like.
The MMPA had to step in, like we can't show everything.
So Wes, what was going on in your head in this
Yeah.
scene?
What-
Were you
Yeah.
doing all right? Were you going through a bitter
Yeah.
divorce or something? Like
Even a divorce wouldn't cause somebody to do that. It was horrible. I mean, it was just. I mean, great acting.
Yeah.
I mean,
Great
very-
cinematography.
Very, very believable. No, it was a believable scene because it's like, ooh, yeah, it's creepy. Anyway,
all right, two scenes
moving on from
that
that.
two scenes that we're gonna stop talking about. That if you want to know more, you have to go watch movies.
Yeah.
To bring it back to a funnier side,
The Simpsons,
there
Treehouse
was,
of Horror.
there was a comedian who talked about it. Said if you've never thought about suicide, you've never been married, and if you've never contemplated murder, you've never been divorced.
See, that's a happy thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, thank God football's on today. Cleanse this imagery from
I
my
did
mind.
watch.
and the Panthers are getting another win today.
Who are they playing?
Jets, yes.
It's the one team the Dolphins have beat this season.
Yeah, they're 0-6,
Yeah, but you got beat by
which
them.
probably
Yeah, don't remind me.
we know.
But not by much, though, right?
It was like a touchdown.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. The only thing that matters.
Hercules, good for
The
you.
only thing that matters now is I have to physically say my Dolphins lost to the Panthers this season.
Well,
And that hurts more.
It really does.
but you can at
The
least
Panthers.
say they didn't lose as bad as the Falcons did in a shutout against
Yeah,
the
I
Panthers.
heard about
That's
that.
true. 30
And
nothing.
a very large shutout, like 30-0.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That was.
I remember I was talking with Reed, and he's like, even Tony's giving me shit about this.
Yeah.
That's
I said
the
the only reason
only-
I know is because I like messing with Gavin about the Panthers sucking, and I can't mess with him about it today.
That was the only time I wish I was at courtside sitting right next to Reed to be like, hey, buddy.
Hey, bud.
Is the game on?
All right, we've got a few minutes left. Let's switch back to movies.
You
This
like
is not sports
you like
talking
Wendy's?
show.
Reed?
Go back to like the Family Guy episode where he's like the one Vietnam vet going heckling all the other guys. Scoreboard, scoreboard.
You like Wendy's, Reed?
Yeah.
Wendy's Panthers beat your team's ass. Don't worry, I was going to say the other one.
Hey,
It's a clean
they play him
family-friendly
again.
show.
They play him
Yeah.
again.
It was clean. I didn't say anything bad.
Yeah.
Not yet. I
So
say that.
what-
Yeah, we still got like 5 minutes.
What do you think? What would be another remake that you would like to see?
Remake?
Like in the
If-
horror film
Yeah.
industry.
If it was done properly, I'm trying to think of one that was.
I know it's not Halloweeny, but it is quote unquote.
Doesn't have to be Halloweeny.
Yeah, but I know it's quote. It's a horror movie, even though I died laughing watching this movie. If they actually got a budget and a good writer / director / actors, like if they just did this movie right, the concept overall I love. Thanksgiving. Let's make that movie real messed up.
Okay.
That was really messed up.
I mean, yeah.
For $50, yeah, sure, it was real messed up. Or Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That movie screwed me up as a kid.
but that wasn't
That
really
was, like-
scary.
Yeah.
They were capturing people in cotton candy and then
You're
putting them in
getting
cocoons and eating them.
You're getting high pitched now.
They were
You need to
scary.
Take a breath. You need to.
It was a scary fucking movie.
They killed Patrick with too much helium. Patrick just floated off like the ant in Harry Potter.
I could see part of the waveform, and you could see where I start getting high pitched. Right?
I'm trying to think.
Oh, there it is. Look at that thing.
Because I don't want to see any more reboots, remakes of Halloween.
Yeah.
I don't really have any desire to see any Nightmare on Elm Street because I don't want to see them. Friday the 13th, they already remade, and it was okay. They just, I like the explanations they did because they made him faster, but explain why he was faster.
And-
Because he had the underground tunnels that cut through.
And they've done a whole lot of like the pet cemeteries too.
Yeah, maybe Phantasm.
Okay.
Puppet Master?
So that was really scary to me. Like Phantasm back then scared me. It made me sick actually. It like scared me and made me sick.
What
Mine
about
was-
The
mine was-
Blob? That's technically a horror movie. Or it's a
Yeah.
monster movie.
Yeah. I'd put that more in monster.
Oh, okay. Or
Yeah.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Where you can almost
I
see...
laugh at that though.
You can, in one of the shots where they're coming to get the people in the park, you can almost see one of the actors' hands like rolling tomato off camera.
I will say I really did like the remake of Nosferatu.
Yeah,
that was
no,
really
no,
good.
I like that.
And they kept it dark and like the timepiece right too.
But I'm trying to think if you're asking something that hasn't been done, what I would like to see. They didn't do a bad job with Child's Play when they remade that. But I'm trying to think of what else I watched back then that I wouldn't mind seeing attempted at being reboot. I don't know whether
I don't
it'd be
know
The
why I
Howling, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know why I can never keep the name of this movie in my head, but there's a movie where a kid opens a gate to hell and an eyeball pops into his left hand.
Isn't that called The Gate?
Yes, The Gate. Because I always confuse it with The Ninth Gate, which
No,
is...
that's
no.
Johnny Depp
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
the books.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, so if they remade The Gate, I think that could be really interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. There's really nothing that really scared me. They already redid or rebooted Hellraiser. They already rebooted Child's Play. They already rebooted Nightmare on Elm Street. They already rebooted
Or
Friday the 13th.
Wishmaster. Those are always fun.
They're
But see-
fun, but it's not scary. Like if you're asking me a horror movie.
It's like, see, I'd like an origin story of Hellraiser, like how the device,
Cenobites?
like, well, yeah, like how that
was
the
a puzzle.
entity or whatever creates the Cenobites. Like, what does that come like? Is it like
It's
a
just Satan.
Event Horizon that opens like a gateway and sends this in? They're different though. They're not like demonic even. They're just
No, they're basically just worker bees.
Yeah.
Like they said, if you really watch the movies closely, they're not really out to hurt anybody.
No.
They opened a thing and said, "Hey, you want this?" Because people who are
It's
into
a puzzle box or something like that,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, but when the people open it, it's because they're curious, and usually they have some sort of
Need.
messed up need or desire, like
yeah,
S&M type
power,
thing.
money.
Yeah, and they are there to kind of just pull out and just say, let's see what we can do about this.
Yeah.
So they're not really coming out to get you. They're just kind of following orders.
Exactly.
That was really explained in, like, I think it was the third one, third or fourth one. And it was kind of gross when you see that scene where all the girls are in like that like shower room area, but there's like a trough.
Oh,
And they're just
and-
getting bled into
Yeah.
the trough. Yeah.
Yeah.
sounds chill.
Oh yeah.
Oh, very chill.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Event Horizon, we could do a new one of that.
They're making one.
Oh.
They're making a series of when they go into the gate.
So what happens
they're-
when they go into the hell
and,
dimension?
and they're basing it off the comic that came out.
Oh, okay. And then Sam Neill cuts out his eyes and tries to fillet Lawrence Fishburne.
So that's they're working on. I don't think they've got a like a story yet, but there's a project that they're working on when they go on the trip. Like what happens?
What happens when they open the space door to the hell dimension?
Yeah.
I think I thought of one because there was only one movie, and even though it was great when it was made, but just to see advancements now, In the Mouth of Madness.
Heard of it.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
right.
no, I'm thinking of the book, The Mountain of Madness. Never mind.
Yeah, this In the Mouth of Madness, John Carpenter made it, and it's a good movie. It's really good. It's what's his name? That was in Event Horizon. He was also
Sam Neill.
no.
Lawrence Fishburne.
No.
Those are the only two people I can remember from Event Horizon.
Well, you might have said his name, but it's Sam Neill. Yes,
Yeah.
you did
Oh,
say it
okay.
right. Yeah, I
The
thought
guy
you said,
from
I
Dr-
thought you said Samuel.
No, Sam Neill from
So
Jurassic
yeah,
Park.
yeah. So he's the main character in this. But no, it's very well done. It's a kind of a creepy, but kind of has like a Jacob's Ladder kind of feel to it. It's a mind messing.
Yeah, I heard
movie.
that movie is real messed up.
It is, and they already tried to reboot that too, and that didn't work out that well. But yeah, well, I guess we're about out of time. I looked at the clock.
Yeah.
We're running short. But if we can think of anything else for next week, I'll
Indeed.
think
Yeah.
about what else I want rebooted. And all right, so
And then
yeah,
you,
we'll take your stupid challenge.
All
I'll
right.
just say that now.
and then
That way,
you two can decide what movies I'm either watching the two It movies or the Vicious movie. I will
Okay.
let you two decide.
we'll figure it out. But thank you guys so much for joining us in a just random horror movie talk.
Yeah.
and then a little bit about Terminator and then paradoxes. So
And Casper the Friendly Ghost is
Yes.
the ghost of Richie Rich.
all of these fun things this week and more to come next week. Also, in a few weeks, we're going to be doing the Animation Film Festival.
Yes, looking forward to that
That'll
one.
be exciting. We'll keep you guys updated on that, but we don't want to jump ahead of Halloween. It's still the spooky season. Let's stay within it.
Yep.
We'll let you know what movie we picked out for him.
Well, you'll find out next week has
We're
to
gonna-
be the recording of it.
We're gonna hold off Mariah Carey as long as we can.
Yes, yes.
Beat her back with a stick.
Hold her
Reporting here from the front line.
Yep.
There's a great meme, like after Halloween, you could see her like coming out of the Power Rangers like tomb on the moon, like I'm back.
And we do have another movie screener that we have to watch that we'll be setting up an interview with from another PR firm and a director. So we'll be telling you guys more about that later on. We'll get that all set up. All this fun stuff and our Halloween episode coming up in the near
So next
weeks
week,
to coming
I
up.
think.
Yeah. Well, next week and then all the weeks following, and we got a lot of stuff going on. But until then, for Movie Talks and Jill, we're your hosts. I'm Tony Serrano.
I'm Kevin Butts.
What's a margin call? I'm Patrick Wall.
All right, guys, take care.